Once again, I want to welcome you to this platform, AI Digital Farm TV, where we discuss modern and innovative methods of farming. Of course, this is the Farmer's Corner. If today is your first time of being here, do well to comment, to like, to share, having subscribed to our YouTube channel, and equally follow us on Facebook so that anytime we drop any video, you'll be the first to know. Over the time, we have been discussing the importance of organic manure to palm seedlings and the palm tree as a whole. Here, our tips will help you to apply modern methods of farming that will boost your productivity and make a farming fun with great gain. Our focus today is still on organic manure for palm seedlings. The question is, why organic manure? Why is it that organic manure is preferred to inorganic fertilizer, especially for young palm seedlings? Of course, organic manure is very beneficial for the development of palm seedlings. That is not to say that inorganic fertilizer is not good on plants. Inorganic fertilizer could be quite economical sometimes. They are granules that are soluble, which makes it very easy for plants to absorb the nutrients into their systems. It therefore follows that for quick release of nutrients to plants, it is advisable to use inorganic fertilizer. Notwithstanding, organic fertilizer boosts eco-friendliness. Over-fertilization of inorganic fertilizer or synthetic fertilizer can cause environmental degradation, it can cause environmental pollution, and of course, global warming. Like you know, the world is already battling global warming, so it's a very big challenge globally. Let's take note of the fact that organically grown products, whether animals or plants, tend to be sweeter and healthier for consumption. And such products last more when they are preserved without getting spoiled, unlike inorganically grown products. Generally, synthetic fertilizers or inorganic fertilizers tend to kill the microbes in the soil. And of course, you know the benefits of microbes. For the purpose of symbiosis, symbiotic activities, they help in breaking down nutrients in the soil so that the plants will be able to absorb the nutrients into their systems for growth. When beneficial microorganisms and fungus are killed by artificial fertilizer, that exposes the soil to degradation, and of course the soil health will be hampered. Organic manure incorporates carbon, and such sources of carbon include carton, soil dust, and newspapers. The importance of carbon in the manure is for soil restructuring. It restructures the soil. The texture of the soil is maintained and of course improved with organic manure. But with inorganic manure, even if there is urea in it, it is still synthetic, and that makes the soil susceptible to erosions. Organic manure provides the right mix of nutrients both to the soil as well as to the plants, making the soil to be healthy and the plants to grow healthy as well. You know, with the restructured soil using sawdust, it increases the capacity of the soil to hold the right quantity of water. And with the symbiotic activities of microbes, including crickets, earthworms, and other insects, fungus, and microorganisms, the soil is easily aerated and there is proper infiltration of water into every part of the soil. Another important advantage of organic manure is that it supports a wide range of crops to thrive on a particular plot of land, unlike the inorganic manure, which supports possibly monocropping. Take for instance the manure prepared for palm seedlings. It can support the growth of maize, it can support the growth of sorghum, it can support the growth of pepper, tomatoes, cowpeas, and even cucumber. This cannot happen with inorganic manure. Like I have said before, over-dependence on inorganic manure, that is synthetic fertilizer, exposes the soil to erosion. And of course, when there is runoff of nutrients and leaching occurs, if there is any water body around, like you can see on the screen, if there is any water body around, inorganic manure, I'm talking about fertilizer, could be washed into the river or into the stream, and that will endanger every aquatic life in that water. And of course, if people depend on that water for other things, maybe for cooking, for drinking, the water will be polluted, so will be dangerous for human consumption. Another important factor why organic manure should be considered over inorganic fertilizer is that plants grown with organic manure are more resistant to diseases and pests. That is to say that plants grown with inorganic fertilizer are more susceptible to diseases and pests. Another important factor why we should consider organic manure over inorganic fertilizer is that it's very cheap to source. It is cost effective. Besides, you who prepared it to be able to know exactly what you are ingesting into your plants. You can easily source the ingredients with which you prepare organic manure locally, making it easy and cheap to get by. Besides, the effect of organic manure lasts over a long period of time, long term, unlike the inorganic fertilizer or the synthetic fertilizer, that its effect will be just ephemeral. Then, of course, we consider biodiversity. When we talk about biodiversity, we are talking about the mutual benefit, symbiotic activities between the microbes and the plant, as the organic fertilizer serves as a good habitat or environment of living for the microorganisms. Of course, the microorganisms break down the organic manure into the form that is accessible to the plants for their growth. This symbiotic relationship makes a healthy ecosystem. Organic manure is natural, renewable resource that supports eco-friendly agriculture. Like I have said earlier, the importance of inorganic manure cannot be underplayed in growing palm trees, because with time we are going to be discussing when you have to take advantage of it, especially for the quick release of nutrients. Nonetheless, at the vegetative growth stage of palm seedlings, you need organic manure and not inorganic manure for any reason. Of course, I know you have learned something today. Until I come your way the next time, I remain your friend, Festus Etuanya of AI Digital Farm TV. Do well to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, and share our productions with your friends and relatives, because farming is a serious and a lucrative business.